Hello friends, this is Neha Tulchan from Crescent Creation. Welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. Today I'm sharing cards I made using MFT stamps for our healthcare workers during this crucial time. These images were also available as free digital images from MFT, but they're not available anymore. So if you did not get a chance to download those digital images, you can always purchase these stamp sets. Here I'm stamping these images on my Misty using black out ink from Ink on 3 on Strathmore Bristol Smooth cardstock. I'm stamping them twice to get some nice crisp images. And I'm going to use Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers to color these images. The color combinations I used here will be listed in my blog post. So make sure to visit my blog. So here I have started with my lightest marker and trying to add colors where I think will be the shadows on the face. Generally, I'll use my water brush pens with zig markers, but today I'm just using the markers. You can do it both ways, but if blending with just markers, you need enough colors to get a good contrast. Now I'm bringing in the medium color and just darkening the shadows and leaving a little bit of highlight area in the center of the face. And then I'm blending with my lightest marker. Also, I've sped up the video just a tiny bit so that you don't have to sit here whole day looking at me color the images. Now I'm bringing in the darkest marker and adding my darkest shadows on forehead under the hair. I'm adding the shadow in few more areas. But you'll see I'm barely touching it with my marker because I don't want a lot of darker color on her face. Just a little bit to give a good contrast to her face. Now I'm blending it with my medium and the lightest markers. I also filled in the white area with the lightest marker. Here I'm adding just a tiny bit of shadows under the eyes and nose and mouth with my medium marker. And then I'll lightly blend it with my lightest color. Lastly, I'm adding a little bit of blush to her cheeks and blending it with my lightest color. Now let's move on to her hands. I've started with my lightest color, adding shadows just under her shirt and the inner side of her hand. Now I'll go back with my medium color and blend it with my lightest color. And then lastly, I'll come and darken those shadows with the darkest marker and finish off with blending back with medium and the lightest color. This is part 1 of making cards for healthcare heroes using stamp sets or free digital images out there. I'll soon be uploading more videos for you to get inspired and make such cards for our healthcare heroes. Today I'm just gonna share how to color one of these images as rest of them are colored similarly. So here for the hair, I'm starting with the darkest color. Sometimes I like to put my darkest color first to know where my shadows will be on the image, and then I blend it with my medium and lightest color. Here I'm blending my darker color with my medium color, leaving a lot of white space to add highlight. Also, a very important thing to remember when coloring with zig markers, you're supposed to clean your markers in between. Just take it on the side of your sheet, coloring sheet, and just swipe it left and right to take off that excess color off of the marker. It happens mostly with your lightest marker when you're blending your darker colors. The marker just picks up those darker colors and it just gets everywhere. So keep cleaning the marker off the side of the coloring sheet so that you don't contaminate your image. So now onto her scrubs. I wanted to give her green scrubs. I'm again starting with the darkest color. There's no right or wrong about if you want to start your coloring with your lightest color or the darkest color. It's just personal preference, but I do say if you're a beginner or if you're trying a new marker, it's preferable to start with your lightest marker and work your way up to the darkest marker. It's just that then you know that there is no way you're gonna end up with a dark image, and there is no way to fix it. If there is just lighter marker put on the image, you can always come back and add more shadows, add more darker color if you want to, if you think you need more contrast. But if you already have put a lot of darker color onto your image, you cannot really take it back. But if you're sure about your coloring, or if you're just adding little darker colors to the image, then it's okay. Then you can start with a darker color and work your way to the lighter color. It's just the way you want to do it. Whatever you think is right for you, whatever you think works for you. So just keep practicing and it will come to you. So here I just used two green markers, a darker one and a lighter one. Again, all the markers that I have used are listed on my blog post. So please go and check it if you want to know the exact color combination I used here. And here you would have seen me going twice onto her shirt. So it's just that I did not feel I had enough contrast after one layer of color. So I went back with my darker color, just added a little more of those shadows, made it a little more darker and blended it back with my lightest marker. Here I'm doing same with her pants, adding two layers of color. Two reasons for it. Number one, I wanted to have better contrast. And number two, I had to match it up with her shirt. Once done coloring, I'll move on to preparing the background of my cards. So as you know, I'm creating two sizes of cards today. A regular A2 size note card, and second is the slimline card, which has been very popular nowadays. My goal here is to show you that you can incorporate the same design onto your different size cards. So here I'm creating cloud for my background, and I'm using mini cloud stencils from MFT. Here I'm using tumbled glass distress oxide ink, and every time I'm rotating the stencil as I go down to get a different cloud design. Here I've done the same to my A2 size panel. And at the end, when there is not much space to put the stencil, I'm just going back with my brush, the blending brush, and adding some color on the edges of the cardstock. So here are both my backgrounds, nicely stenciled. And by the way, I'm using Waffle Flowers Water Media Matte here. I use this every time I have to use my ink pads to make any background to blend colors. It's just an amazing matte to have. Your cardstock does not move while blending colors, unlike your glass mat. And you can clean it easily with your stamp chamois. Okay, back to the card. I'm using Lawn Fawn Liquid Stardust and sprinkling it all over the background using a flat brush. I'm also going to sprinkle some Salty Ocean Distress Oxide ink onto both the panels. So that's it. My background panels are ready, and I love the shine that the liquid stardust from Lawn Fawn gives. Here I'm just showing you how easy it is to clean this mat. Now we're going to assemble the rainbow for our cards. I wanted to have pastel colors for my rainbow. I'm using End of Rainbow die set from MFT, and I've die cut it 6 times with 6 different cardstock for my rainbow. And I'm going to end up having 6 finished rainbows here. This is a very good way to create bulk cards, create a lot of rainbows at a time and then put it on your cards. And to make it a little easy on me, every time I die cut the rainbow, I placed painter's tape onto the die cuts to make sure that I did not mess up the placement of the die cuts. And to make sure that all my rainbows had all the 6 colors, I numbered the 6 die cuts in one rainbow from 1 to 6. And when I'm putting together for first rainbow, I'm going to take the number 1 from the pink, number 2 from the orange, number 3 from yellow, number 4 from green, number 5 from blue, and number 6 from purple. So here I am sticking these die cuts onto a thin sheet of copy paper to assemble my rainbow using liquid glue from MFT, and once the glue is dried, I'll cut off the excess sheet of paper and my rainbow will be ready. You can also do this directly onto your card panel, but I like to do this beforehand and later come back to assemble the whole card. So here you can see I have assembled 4 of the rainbows and still have 2 to go. I just ran out of time to assemble those. Now for the sentiment, I'm gonna stamp, "You are a superhero in Scrubs. You are brilliant. Keep doing that." Both the sentiments comes from 2 different stamp sets. One is Superhero in Scrubs and second one is Rainbow of Happiness. Here I'm lining up my sentiment to get it straight, and I'll stamp it with black ink onto a sheet of white cardstock. With this card design, the idea in my head was the doctors and nurses right now, in the situation we all are in, are rainbows for us. Their hope in a cloudy day. They are colorful, beautiful, hopeful, everything that a rainbow is to everyone. So here I am stamping the sentiments twice for both my cards, and I have trimmed them using my trimmer to fit my card design. Lastly, I put everything together using a combination of liquid glue and foam tape. And here I'm cutting off the excess rainbow hanging off of the card panel. So these are my card designs for today. I hope I inspired you and you will give this a try. Subscribe to my channel for more crafty videos. And write to me in the comment section below what you would like to see more in the future. Here are a few more videos for you to watch. Thank you for visiting. Have a nice day.